Hello, Dani here, and today I'm gonna be doing an April wrap-up. I've read quite a lot for my usual reading habit of reading like a book in a month. I actually read a lot, though it does include loads of comics and graphic novels, so I go through them a lot quicker than through books, obviously. But I'm still proud of myself to actually read so much. I haven't been reading that much in a month. In a long time. I think ever since I've read the first 3 Harry Potter books. And that has been 4 years or something, so I'm proud of myself for this, so you should be too. Oh, no, just kidding. Anyway, now on to the books. So this month, last month, I've read following books. This lot. That's what I'm telling you, it's a lot for myself, for me. So I'm gonna be putting this back here. Right, I'm gonna start, as usually, I'm gonna start with comic issues. This month I have quite a lot, because I was catching up with older series that I haven't read in a long time. That's what I'm doing as well. So, alright, all of these comics. So, remember, I don't know how many videos ago when I said I had to catch up with all these last month, and I did. I read every single issue that I had to read, and I also said I'm going to quit this series, and I did as well, so there's not going to be any more of those. But I've read 6 issues of Walt Disney Comics and Stories. It's from issue 724 to 729. So we got that cover, and we got that cover. And we got that cover, and that one, that one, Donald Duck as a superhero, and that one. So this is for the Walt Disney comics. I'm not getting into those. Then I've read 4 issues of Uncle Scrooge. That definitely has graphic novels, so definitely canceling this. So you got this cover, this cover, this cover. So shiny. And this cover. So that is for Uncle Scrooge. And the last one in the Walt Disney series is Donald Duck. Issue 10 and 11. 10 and 11. It's very different art, it's very vectorish, as you can see. It's very just one color in each thing. But yeah, that is for this, so I won't be getting any of those anymore, except probably, as I said, to finish the series I get the Walt Disney ones. Then I did quit this series, not because I don't like it, because I want to get graphic novels from now on, but I caught up on all the issues I had of Harley Quinn, because I absolutely love Harley Quinn comics. So I've read 14 to 18. So after this I will get the graphic novel. I think I'd have to get volume 4 that continues this series. I just really love Harley Quinn, the new 52 run. It's hilarious, and I absolutely love the art of Amanda Conner. Like, but I don't think she doesn't do the actual art in the comics, but even that art is awesome. Like, as you can see, the art is great. But Amanda Conner did do the covers, and I just really love how she's doing the shading and everything, and it's just really great, as you can see. I do really love that art style. Or you have that one. And that one. It's just really nicely done. So I'm really digging this art style of hers, so that's one thing I really like about it as well. But yeah, I'm not actually saying anything about the comics because it's in the middle of the run, so I would be giving away loads of spoilers and things. But yeah, if you love Harley Quinn and DC Comics, definitely pick up this story. It's awesome and funny and great. Then I've read the Harley Quinn Road Trip special, where she's with Poison Ivy and Catwoman, and they go on a road trip. So, and you can guess how that turns out, but it's absolute fun, and I really like the one-shots, the Harley Quinn one-shots, like all of them, but they will be featured in graphic novels as well, so I don't actually have to get the individual issues. So, but it's definitely fun, so read it as well. Read it. And again, cover looks great. So yeah, and then I also have the new thing that with her little black book. I actually didn't want to open it, but obviously I had to read it, and it features Wonder Woman. So it's basically a comic about Harley Quinn fangirling of Wonder Woman. Just since Harley Quinn had been a little girl, she dressed up as Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman was her idol. So she finally met her, and she's going all fangirly and everything, so it's definitely fun. It was a fun read. Definitely like that one. And this is a variant cover, so it's not Amanda Conner. It's J. Scott Campbell and Tnei Rufino did that one, which looks pretty cool as well. I like that one. It's cute. But yeah, that was definitely fun as well. And it's got that cool thing, so it's kind of a mystery. So you don't really know what cover you get or comic you get. So it's packed all in the same black thingy. So, but that one was great. Wonder Woman was great in this one, so that was that. And that's for Harley Quinn. And the last one I have is issue 6 of Back to the Future. My baby. I absolutely love this comic. I love all the comics of Back to the Future. And this is Continuum Conundrum Part 1. I still have Part 2 waiting at work, but I have to wait with that one, so I will be getting it soon to read Part 2. But yeah, I really love it. Love everything Back to the Future. But yeah, these are the comics I read this month. Then I've read 4 graphic novels, and that is Giant Days, Grayson Volume 1, Giant Days Volume 1, Tokyo Ghoul Volume 1, and because I'm gonna watch the movie soon, I reread Civil War. So these are the graphic novels. We got Giant Days, about 3 girls who started university and have to go to normal university life and relationships and all that stuff. We have Grayson, aka Nightwing, Robin, who is a spy now, and he goes undercover kind of, or as a double agent, to the operation of Spiral, and he signs up as an agent, as a spy there, but he also works for Batman and is actually trying to get information out of Spiral, and it's pretty James Bondy, and I love it, and I love Grayson because he's my favorite, one of my favorite DC characters. So I obviously read that one, number 1. And then I read Tokyo Ghoul, my very first manga ever. It's about a boy who got bitten by a ghoul, and they fought and stuff, and she got killed, he got badly hurt, he ended up in the hospital, he got a transplant, an organ transplant from her, so he's got organs from a ghoul, so he turns into half boy, half ghoul, and he has to deal with the life of being half of each because he doesn't feel like he belongs anywhere, because the humans, he wants to eat them, or tries not to eat them, but you know, the cravings, and the ghouls who kind of hate him because he's still part human and he's just trying to figure out where he belongs. And it's pretty cool and I love it. For a first manga, this is great. Definitely can't wait for volume 2. And I reread Civil War because I'm gonna see the movie on Wednesday. So I thought, why not? I read it last summer. I don't really have to get into this because I think by now everyone knows what that's about if you're into Marvel comics or comics in general. So we have these 2 sides fighting against each other. Can't wait for the movie. I'm freaking excited, and I am freaking excited. You have no idea how excited I am. Lots of people here. I know Americans don't have it yet. Losers. Haha, no, just kidding. But a lot of my friends, aka UK people, have seen the movie and they love it. And I am even more excited now because it's got such good reviews. Compared to Batman vs Superman, it's the total opposite. So I can't wait. So that's for that. I reviewed all the graphic novels in an actual video, so if you want to see actual reviews and to get more into these graphic novels, what they're about, you can click on the eye that pops up here, I think. Man, this is terrible. Yeah, I think it's here. I'm sorry. So if you click there, you can hear my big massive talk, because I don't know when to stop talking, about these 4 graphic novels. So if you're interested in any of these and want to know what they're about, just click on the link and that's it. And last but not least, my books, which most of booktubers are here for. I'm sorry, I'm not reading that many books, but I read those and I reviewed every single one. No, I didn't review that one. I read The Marvels by Brian Selznick. I feel like I've talked too much about this book. So it was a cover by At First, and because it looks really pretty, and it's got illustrations that look really pretty, so obviously I bought it because it's nice. But I read it as well and it's pretty good. I actually really like that book. It's 2 stories that have a link together, so it's a illustrated story and the other one's a written story who play in different eras, but they link together, and it's kind of mysterious. It's a little bit of mystery and everything, and I really love it. And if you want to see my review of this, you can click on the eye that pops up now, and you see the full review and more closer look to what the book looks like and what it's about. But it's so pretty! Then I read Kindred Spirits by Rainbow Rowell, which is a book about a girl who wants to go to the Star Wars premiere and goes there like 5 days before the opening because she wants to be there first. And there were 2 other guys waiting, and she's basically just hanging out with these 2 guys. Even though she thought there would be like a massive line of Star Wars fans who dress up and everything, but it ended up being just those 3. So they kind of had to get used to each other because they kind of lived together for 4 days. And it's very short and it's very cute and I loved it. And I did a review of this one as well. You click here. You can see my review on this, which turned out longer than it should be for a tiny book like this, but well, because I'm talking too much. Someone needs to make me shut up. But yeah, love it, read it, get it. And last but not least, the last book I read last month is the first book of a series of unfortunate events by Lemony Snicket called The Bad Beginning. I didn't review this one because obviously everyone knows what this one's about, and what I like about this, it's written really big and it's short and it's perfect for me because I'm terrible at reading. But it's about those 2 kids whose parents were in a terrible accident. They have to live with their uncle who they never met before, and he's really bad and he's a horrible person and he doesn't really like the kids and he just wants to go after their fortune, and he tries so hard to get their money, and it's just, you just feel really bad for the kids and you just want to get them out of there. One thing I can't help is to picture him as Jim Carrey because I have seen the movie. So whenever I read about Count Olaf, I will think about Jim Carrey. I need to reread, actually, when I'm done with all these books I'm going to watch the movie again, just because. But yeah, that's one thing I can't help but do. And another thing I love about this is that Lemony Snicket actually like talks to you in this book. I don't know what he's called in the book world. Second person? I don't know. Again, I'm terrible. But he's kind of talking to you, telling you the story as a reader, which he also does in the summary of the book on the back. It says, "Dear reader, I'm sorry to say that the book you are holding in your hands is extremely unpleasant. It tells an unhappy tale about 3 very unlucky children." Did I say 3 or I say 2? I'm so sorry. About 3 very unlucky children. Even though they are charming and clever, the Baudelaire siblings lead lives filled with misery and woe. From the very first page of this book, when the children are at the beach and receive terrible news, continuing on through to the entire story, disaster lurks at their heels. One might say they are magnets for misfortune. In this short book alone, the 3 youngsters encounter a greedy and repulsive villain, itchy clothing, a disastrous fire, a plot to steal their fortune, and cold porridge for breakfast. It is my sad duty to write down these unpleasant tales, but there is nothing stopping you from putting this book down at once and reading something happy, if you prefer that sort of thing. With all due respect, Lemony Snicket. And I just really love that already, because it's just cool. So yeah. And another thing I actually thought is this really a children's book? Because if I would be a child and reading this, I would have freaking nightmares. I mean, I would just imagine myself as a kid reading this. I would be scared. And I would be crying. I would have my parents to hold my hand when I go to bed. So, yeah, but I want to read the next one, so I'm getting that soon. Ah, so much to read! Yay! But yeah, anyway, that's it for this video. I'll see you soon. And yeah, so peace. Oh boy. Oh god, it's so heavy. Why am I doing this? I don't know where to go with these.